Hello my lovelies and welcome to another crafting video. So today I thought that I would put some finishing touches in our faux leather journal, and I thought with this it'd be nice to have a bit of stenciling in. Now I've got two stencils out. These are ones from Shein, and actually, you know, they're not quite the same thickness as what you get from Ranger. Obviously there's a big difference in price, but these are as good, in fact better than some that I've bought on Amazon, so I'm pleased. I've got loads of them, but I thought these would go. I've already put some of this on, so I thought we'd have a touch of red because we've got red in the pockets here and here. So I'm going to use the Ranger Archival Red Geranium. I've got my little makeup brush, and I thought that would just give us a little pop of colour. I think these are cherries. It's a little cherry blossom. So I thought I would start, hope you can see that, I'd start by putting a little bit. Now I always like to use brushes. I mean, you don't have to spend a lot of money. These are just cheap makeup brushes, and makeup brush, they won't last long. They're quite flimsy. But I've had them a few years, and for what I need them for, how nice that looks. I find that when you're stenciling, the you know, your normal sponges that you use, your distress sponges, your daubers, I find them a bit too harsh when you've got really fine stencil. And trying to see, there was a lot of light shining in, so we've like tried to cover the window up with my eyesight. There we go. We just need a little pop, so I'm just randomly going through and just and I find as well that you're going to get excess on the top, so just gather it up with your brush, and then you'll get like more of an ombre effect. And ombre effect, no, it's not ombre, that's French for hat, I think. Ombre, O-M-B-R-E, as you know, as it gets darker to lighter. It's the Yorkshire accent. Can't understand me. Right. Let's have a look. That might be quite nice there. You have to press down really hard as well. But just be careful. Can you see all the delicate little plastic bits in this one? They soon break, but you know, for the money, they last me a few years, which, you know, if you look after them carefully and wash them every time. Now then, we could have, is that a whole tree? Where did I? It's hard to see sometimes with this. That's, I think that is a whole tree. Let's as I say, just work it in gently. Especially when you get to the stems, you need just to spend a little bit more time doing it. Now that's, I don't like how that's not got rounded ends. See, it stops suddenly, that stencil, doesn't it? Let's put that on. Just give it a bit more shape, because I don't like how abruptly, that's better. I don't like how abruptly that these ends have stopped. That's better. I like that better. Yeah, that's the only problem, isn't it? If they make them into steak, you think they'd take them a bit nearer the edge, but then I suppose they dropped a bit. So, just a little bit on there. Don't need any extra on. So I hope you're all doing well. If you decided to make a faux leather cover, drop me a line in the comments below. Let me know how it's turned out. I haven't done one for so long, and it, you know, you forget how much joy you get out of doing various crafting techniques, don't you? You know, you move on to the next best thing and you forget what is already in your arsenal, as it were, your capability, your knowledge. Oh, that's going to be nice. There's some green on that side, so we don't want... I'm going to put... This is some Edith Holden paper. Let's... Shall we put some little berries on? We'll put our own berries on, shall we? Love it. That's cute. See what I mean? Get joy out of just putting a couple of berries on some Edith Holden paper. It's marvellous. Right, let's see. Let's put this one on. I don't have loads and loads of inks. You know, there's certain inks that I've got, but I'm not one that has to collect every colour that comes out. I mean, you know, there's some colours that I haven't got. I've got a lot of greens, got some blues, a few mauvey colours, and the usual, like the brown distress inks. I don't have loads and loads of colours, but you can still... let's have a little branch here. Just put that on. You can still use what you do have to good effect, I think, without spending loads and loads of money. Yeah. You know, you can craft on a budget. And I think especially with junk journaling, you know, you can make it totally with recycled stuff. I think we've shown with ironing the bubble wrap. You know, we send for things online, don't we? That's nice. And, you know, they often put too much packaging in. They are getting better, I've noticed, at recycling, not recycling, but using materials that you can recycle. I noticed that Amazon now is using a lot more paper bags for things, and a lot less plastic. Now I'm just going to gently put a little bit of pink colour around this doily, just to tie it in. I've already put a few tags and things in here, so I thought this would be a nice finishing touch, and seeing as we haven't done much stenciling for a while. Now then, sometimes you have to hold this up so you can see where the patterning is. Try and press on as hard as you can, or else you don't get the image as sharp. Now then, to be honest, I'm a bit fed up with that one now. Let's see what else. Got this with numbers on. This is usually my stencil that I, if I want to do precise writing, but let's see if We'll just work it in and yeah, like that. This is quite good, tough. I've had this, I must have had this stencil 20 odd years, well probably 30 years, in back to my card making days, and it's still going strong. It's quite a good sturdy plastic. And then you can see, I'm just wondering if I've got do you know, since we've been having a sort out, I can't find any decent pins. I was just going to show you how it works if we use it as a stencil through the letters, but oh, thank you, David. Let me see if that works then. So we're doing faux, aren't we? Faux leather. So F A U X. There you go. So you can use it like that if you want as well. Let's put some numbers now. Let's have a few numbers. Let's put them on here. We could put some just on the edge there. Don't always have to put too much on. These makeup brushes, I've got a thicker one as well. Don't know what happened to others. I think they broke. But there's a thicker one, but I quite like this small one. It's good for getting in all the intricate bits. My initials, Catherine Pinkett. There you go. Right, so let's just bring this back in then. Let's just put a couple of numbers down there. That's nice, I like that. see what I mean about just, you know, using what's on top there. There's enough sometimes to just take it over. And, oh, that's my glue gone on the floor. Thank you, darling. It's good job I've got David. He's a helpful helping hand. He's a helpful helping hand. Right, there we go. Short and sweet, but I think that it pulls things together. Now, the only thing that actually, we started the numbers further back. Let's just put an odd one or two a bit nearer the beginning. There we go. $25. Right. That just brings it in a bit earlier, doesn't it? So we can sort of see as we're flicking through. Just doing that little bit of stenciling, I just think it pulls things together and just gives it a bit of an extra something. I don't remember to do it enough really, so yeah, if you're like me, get your stencils out, have a good old play. Quickly put something on here. There we go. Right then, thank you so much. And short and sweet, but hopefully it gives you a few ideas. And I will see you next video. Bye for now.